Hey, welcome back. So this is round one of the NBDRA Hare Scramble series. Just in front of me, that's the intermediate A's taking off, and we're about to go. Get ready for it.
You're playing, and you think everything is going fine, but then one thing goes wrong, and then another, and another. And you try to fight back, but the harder you fight, the deeper you sink, till you can't move.
Well, shit. Somebody has to be last, and today it was my turn. I don't know what happened there. I hit the starter a couple times. The bike may have started, and I just couldn't hear it over the other bikes, and I just kind of panicked and kept hitting the starter. Don't know. Bike seems to work fine every time thereafter. Now I'm in panic mode, and I gotta get after it. Alright, not really panic mode. Enough experience is telling me I just need to bide my time, and I'll be able to work my way through the pack. What I don't want to happen is have the leads run away from me, but spoiler, it's going to happen, and this isn't going to be my best race, although I do carve my way from the back of the pack up to I think it was an 8th place finish. I'll have to double check that. And ultimately I have to be patient because I don't have the skills to make a good pass here in the trails, and everyone's pretty much equal when you get out in the open because we just pin it. Case in point, right here. That said, I do want by, and I'm giving Corey a couple rev bombs. That's Corey on bike 555 just in front of me, and eventually he's going to give me the line to get by. However, my concerns that the front runners of this group are long gone is well founded, and despite my feelings that I should be one of those front runners, facts don't give a shit about your feelings, and I can't feel my way to the front. I need to skill my way to the front, and today wasn't my day.
Come on!
Getting a little chirpy now.
Let go!
I can hear Lance now saying I need to get on it sooner when I get into the corners just so I can come slingshotting out of them, which will make me faster overall, and he's right. It's a skill I need to keep working on. Now this is what I was betting on, that I would be able to work my way at least to mid-pack based on the terrain, because I know it's a bit rough in here. There's lots of roots, there's some challenging hills, and ultimately it's going to hang up a few people, myself included.
The alarm pump already. Relax that right hand. Not greasy, but the roots are alright.
This is more of what I was counting on to be able to make up some spots, that there would either be a lot of folks captured on the hill from other classes holding up my class, or that some of my class would be so unfortunate as to make their way into the woods. And in this case, that was Steve and Colin, respectively, both in my classes, and get caught out on the wet bridge and then bounced off the trail a bit into the tough terrain on the side of the trail. That said, John's going to catch up to me, and he and I, that's John right there, are going to trade spots quite a bit. John and I ride quite a bit here in our area, which is just kind of Fredericton, New Brunswick kind of area. We ride quite a bit together, and John's quite fast. Though this first lap kind of took a little of the wind out of him, he got his second wind, and in fact finished just ahead of me in 6th place. Oh, I fell for it. I got pointed over to my right side, his left side, to the crappier line. My own fault. And JM was trying to point me up to a better line on the hard right to where I am now, and I didn't take that either. Normally JM's got an old stick and he points you on a line, and sometimes it's for his amusement, I think, but generally it's probably the better line where you want to go anyway. Hey John, how's it going? I'm gonna answer that question in a second.
That sucked. Shake that off, man. I don't know what happened with the bike didn't start on the line. Didn't happen.
All right, slow motion fall over there by Brian. I think his front end caught a root and he just kind of laid over. No harm, no foul. He wasn't hurt. The bike was good to go, and he finished the race in his respective class. I think 14th overall, which is not a bad place. Oh, hey John, how's it going?
Oh, she's greasy.
I don't know what he was signaling there with that hand signal. I think he was telling me that I suck. Oh, hello Krista. Usually see her on timing and scoring. Krista does a lot of volunteering. Today though, she's out spectating, probably because her son is running out in the front of the pack in the expert class.
Oh, the front runner's gone, eh?
That's reference to my class, and I found this quote from Fight Club, which seems very applicable. And it even has the struggle bunny in it. Somewhere along the way in this first lap, I was told I was about a minute behind the front runners, and was hoping that I was closing. But looking at the overall timing at the end of the race for each of our laps, I was not going to be on the podium for this race. So here's a couple intermediate Bs that are going to overtake me here. This is going to be Mike, and hot on his tail is going to be Keithan. And for this lap, at least Mike is in first place, and Keithan can't be far behind, but as time goes on, it kind of wears them down because those fellows are expending a fair amount of energy, but I'm assuming they're quite young and think nothing of it. Me, on the other hand, have to do energy management.
Definitely struggle bunny on now because the arms.
Still getting to know the track. We're actually running it in reverse this year, so things are a bit different, and there's a couple different lines where things have been closed and other things have been opened up, so it kind of throws you off, and you need to figure out where you can go fast and where you need to kind of dial it back a bit. For me, I could probably dial it up a bit everywhere. Right here, I'm going to let Hugo go by, but at the pace he was going, I think he was going to go by anyway. I was really impressed with how well he's moving. Hugo started racing a little bit after me, and he started on his 500, and now he's got this Sharko 300, and it's working really well for him. His skills have come up immensely, and the only thing that was holding him back, I think, is that this was the first race of the season, and all of us are suffering from degraded cardio. Hey, John.
Clear line?
So one thing I have learned is don't wait. You can find an alternative line, work your way around whatever bottleneck's there unless you absolutely have to wait. Now right here I'm having a debate with the young fella because I want to go up. He's telling me there's a better line over here and he's right, but I still want to go up. Well, here's the next little bottleneck, and I'm going to get by Justin, who's not in my class, and Hugo. Cool shirt, Hugo. I like the race number with your name on it. Very professional. And I think that's Ethan there that's on the hill. This is going to be my one hero moment.
That was my one hero move. God damn, that sucks up a lot of energy.
This lap's just about done, and so is this video. Lots of lessons to learn out of this one. As always, when you go racing, you kind of test your limits and find out what you're good at and what you're not, because it all comes out when the fatigue sets in. If you suck at hills, well, you're really going to suck at hills when you get tired. And if you're not good at braking and sliding through corners, well, you're probably going to blow a corner and end up in the woods. Anyway, that's racing, and I'm okay with how things played out. In this race, I also traded spots with Kurt, and Kurt is right there going by me. He's racing Intermediate B, and at this point, he's actually leading Intermediate B. I think he comes in first for lap 1, and he finishes 6th overall. So he's setting a good pace, and I would have liked to have been able to stay with him, just didn't have the energy. We're approaching the final obstacle before you get to timing and scoring, and this gets tough right there. That rock catches a lot of people's foot pegs, and then this short run up, relatively steep little hill catches a few people out, and it's caught Trevor. Trevor is in my class, so this is going to be my final pass for this lap, and I think it puts me 6th overall, so I beat my way back up from the back of the pack, probably cutting through 10 or so positions to get to 6th, somewhere around there, and finish, 7th overall. Well, that's round 1 for NBDRA, and this is McQuade, and the next race is at the end of the month here in June. I'm not sure I'll make that one, but it'll be in Penobscot, so you're pretty familiar with that one, and if I make it, you'll see the video. If I don't, you'll see other videos. Alright, hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you in the next one.